x to the fifth, minus 8x to the fourth, minus 23x to the third, plus 53x squared, plus 72x minus 60. And we'll go ahead and graph that. I'm not sure about the window on this one. You're going to have to set that window yourself. But while it draws the graph here, it's going to take some time. I'll try to get this thing a little bit more zoomed in so you can see what's going on. There, it's starting to draw my graph. And we can see that a couple of zeros here look like they're right. This one at -2 looks exact. This one over here at looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks pretty much right on. But these two aren't. They're somewhere in between. So they're not going to be nice numbers. But since we have 3 that we look like we know, this multiplicity of 2 and then this one over here, let's start with those. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that graph real quick. Just a quick sketch. So I know over here at -2 I have a multiplicity of 2. Here I've got a multiplicity of 1, and there's some other ones somewhere there and somewhere about there. We don't know for sure on those. And so my graph looks like bounces there, like that. And my x-intercept should be at -60. So it's a little off my graph, but that's okay. So how can we go about and find those other 2 zeros? The big deal is that we can divide out the 3 we know. So here we've got x equals -2, and so I'm going to divide out a factor of x plus 2. And to do that, I'll just use synthetic division. So I've got 2, -8, -23, 53, 72, and -60. It's going to take a little bit of space, but that's okay. So we'll drop down that first term, and we'll start multiplying. We got -4, which gives me -12, 24 gives me 1, -2 gives me 51, that should give me -102, which should give me -30, and that'll make 60, which does in fact give me 0. So there is a factor of, there's a 0 at -2, which means one of my factors, I'll write this up here, one of my factors is x plus 2. And if you look, it bounces there. So I'm going to try to find a second one, the same exact -2. We'll do it one more time and see if it works twice, because according to our graph it should. So 2, -4 gives me -16. That'll give me 32, 33. That'll give me -66. 51 minus 66, what's that, 7? -7? Uh-oh, what the heck happened? Find my mistake. 2, -4, -16, positive 32, 33, -66. That's it, because I can't add. -15, sorry about that, and that gives me positive 30, which gives me 0. So I knew that should have worked, it's just a matter of being able to subtract. Okay, so that one worked. I now have another factor of x plus 2. Now the next one I want to try is going to be this one out here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. So I'm looking for a factor of x minus 5, which means I want to put a 5 in there. And this will be the last one I'm going to be able to do because I don't know what the other 2 are. So I'll drop down my 2, multiply as 10, gives me -6, so that's -30. Now the adding gives me 3, and then that should give me 15, which gives me my remainder of 0. So I know I have a factor of x minus 5. Now what's left over? This is the big thing. These 3 numbers right here, this 2, -6, and 3, represents 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. So I want you to think about how you can find the zeros for that. What formula do we have? Remember, we maybe sang the song in class, depending on which class you are. But see if you can use that formula to find the last 2 zeros of that. We're not going to worry about writing it in factored form at this point, but we should now be able to find the zeros that go along with that using that quadratic formula. After that, go ahead and try those last 4 questions. They're a little bit easier than this one, but you'll go through a similar process. Find the zeros you can find, divide them out, and do this in order. Do these step by step, one at a time, and stack them together. That way you end up at the end with something that you can either use the quadratic formula for, or maybe even that factors nicely enough that you can just do it.